The epic and unbeatable at Scrabble. The Nerds with Attitude!
Hey, Nerds with Attitude. I am Shin the Hero, and today, feel the power of the super giant robot brothers. That is what we are talking about. I have Rage. I have old Hunter Rage, Isaac.
Hi, everyone.
Flores Blue Noah.
Hello.
And Animus Prime, JR.
What is up, peoples?
There will be spoilers, but I'll throw up my Wu-Tang signs to let you know when spoilers are about to happen. And we also have one person who hasn't seen the show, but we're family here, and family is strong, just like Vin Diesel always says. So we're going to talk about it without any spoilers and everything like that. And I will tell you this. The theme song is dope, and the ending song. Like, this is one show that I watch start to finish. Every episode, I watched it for the theme song and the opening. We will get into plot and stuff like that later. But, JR, you go first. How do you like this thing overall?
Overall, it's a pretty decent show. It's a pretty decent. I wouldn't say kids show because there are times where they curse, and I was kind of surprised by how kid friendly they are, and all of a sudden they put like a hell yeah, and I'm like, that's not what a kid show should have. But I digress. But overall, the animation, it takes some getting used to, but I think it works well with the art style of the whole show. Mostly because it's very, very indie game looking. It's very indie game looking art style, and the animation is kind of similar to
Into the Spider-Verse.
What's Into the Spider-Verse, exactly. It kind of goes like that, and for a show, it's honestly appealing, at least to me, to look at. It took a while to get used to, but yeah, the story was so, but the giant robot fights were pretty dope.
Okay. Noah, how far did you get?
Episode 3. Episode 3, let's go.
Was it something you dropped and you was done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna finish it.
Really? It was that bad? 3 episodes?
No, I'll tell you what bothers me. I understand that they're robots, but I just hate that they're written like they're human. Bothers the fuck out of me.
Why? You just want to... Thunder is written as a robot. Thunder acts more robotic than Shiny.
I know, but he's really not important. It's all about Shiny. And I hate Shiny that he's written like he's a human. And he's a fucking robot. They wrote a human character and made him a robot. I just bothers me to my core. I don't know what they was writing it.
A 3-year-old.
I feel like you're putting too much log in.
A 3-year-old did build Shiny.
I don't care. He does stuff.
Of course, he would be all bombastic and friendly.
And he was tired, and he splashed water in his face like that mattered. It pissed me off to the core. He's not a robot. He's a human character, but he looks like a robot. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. There's no characters I can just this is my favorite character. They can all die.
Really? Not the Colonel?
I can care less about Colonel and his football.
I fucking love the Colonel.
Don't care.
What was the girl?
I thought it was funny.
Alex?
Yeah, Alex, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that girl.
I don't think the show's bad. Let me get this. I just can't do it. It's just me. The animation is cool. I really enjoy the animation. The theme song's great, It's just not a show for me. I just hate it. I don't think it's bad. It's not my top 10 Netflix.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer? Did you even watch the trailer? So you at least know what the show looked like?
Hell no, I ain't do shit, cuz.
Honestly, I don't even know what this show looks like. I really don't. All I know is the name and slight parts of the theme song. I've never even seen one frame of this show.
That's right. They fight kaiju. So.
It's on Netflix?
Yes, it's on
Oh,
Netflix.
wow.
They fight kaiju, dog.
You're really young, Dark.
It's never popped up. Somehow it's never popped up on my thing.
No. You're not.
It's probably because it's like very kid friendly. Well, I say kid friendly, but then I'm
there's stuff, and then there's people die. You literally see a guy get turned into a skeleton.
oh yeah, people die.
Oh yeah, they just.
Oh yeah, people die in this.
People get
I forgot about that. They there was this one episode where it pays homage to Alien, like from that extent, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we have face huggers and stuff. Like it's some pretty graphic stuff in here.
And I hate lazy writing. I hate when it's like a cuss joke, but it's so obvious. Like even though the show's made for kids, but
But Shiny was already cussing.
Yeah, I just hate it. I hate it.
Shiny
I like
said at
clever.
least like 3 cuss words.
It's just not for me.
Oh,
I don't want to call it trash. It's just not. I don't believe in the word trash no more.
what? I mean, you don't put stuff in your garbage can?
Nah, man. I mean,
Because it's
describe
garbage?
it trash. Man, nah. I'm not gonna call it trash.
I mean, I'm not gonna like disagree with you either though, because like it was a hard watch. I mean, there was a couple of times during episodes, middle of episode, I just paused it and was like, man, I gotta watch something else, man. I need palate cleanse. Like, cause it was mainly because I hate Shiny. I'm like right there with N.W.A. Shiny breaks the show for me. And when that first episode happened, and what had happened was, I mean, well, we're about to go into sports. Wu-Tang, spoiler. We're finna go into sports. So, like, when the first episode happens, where Shiny is created by Alex, who's a 3-year-old girl. She's the smartest person in the world, apparently.
That took me that caught me off guard, to be honest. Like the little girl,
big spear rope. Now, I will say this: Shiny is a homage to the 80s, the 70s type of robots, like Gigantor. Like old Gigantor. How old Gigantor was. Gigantor. I don't know if y'all know who Gigantor is. And
yeah, he has a very simple, kid-friendly design.
Even Astro Boy and stuff like that. But Thunder represents like the more modern day mech. Like you see the dope Gundams and stuff like that. That's what he was
basically symbiotic Titan.
Yeah,
he reminds me of symbiotic Titan.
And the thing is, in the first episode, like Shiny goes out to fight his very first kaiju. When somehow the city is destroyed. Like every city gets destroyed every episode. I do not see how any city or how we have any more cities in this world. But Shiny somehow defeats his kaiju, and there's a wormhole. That's where the kaijus are coming from. And the big plot thing was Alex's parents got sucked in this, who are called Dr. Rose and Rose. They are the Roses. They bring that up a lot. It was one of
that's a whole other thing.
It was one of the most tiredest of jokes ever. The more and more I'm thinking about it, the more and more this is making me violently angry. Now that I'm thinking about it and talking about this.
Dr. Rose and Rose. Yes.
So
yes, we're both
Shiny
Dr. Rose, Ed Rose.
Shiny decides he's finna save Alex's parents and flies through a wormhole, only to get spit back out of it. And it feels like he went in and was gone for like 2 minutes, and 10 years has passed. So when he comes back, you see Thunder, who is created by 13-year-old Alex, who is a teenager. So, and that model kind of fits. And apparently, being the smartest person in the world, she doesn't remember how she built Shiny or anything about him or anything like that. All she knows is that's Shiny, and that's all. I created him when I was 3. And that was it. Even though at 3 years old, she got like 5 doctorates. She's a professor at like 2 different colleges and stuff like that. And she works right with the government. The government listens to a 3-year-old at that time. And they still do listen to her.
The way they introduced her caught me off guard so bad. Because you see the colonel like introducing the scientist, and she just like waddles right behind him. This little girl, I'm like, how could she even comprehend anything? But apparently she did, and
then,
as she grew older, she, I guess, like most people would when they grow up, they forget most of what happened in their earliest childhood memories. So
yeah,
I guess it kind of fits.
Just man. And then Shiny starts calling Thunder little bro, even though he's bigger than him. And that's where you get the Super Giant Robot Brothers thing. That's basically the first episode. And then throughout the whole
I did find that adorable, to be honest.
Throughout the whole show, I mean, you see Thunder kind of unwind, because Thunder is like the straight man in the whole show. He's like the straight man, and he's more robotic. Shiny, like Noah was saying, has more emotions and everything like that. So he's not your traditional robot. Even though there's a movie called Robots, Noah, I mean, and,
What movie called Robots? What are we talking?
It's an animated movie, and they're in a robot world called Robots.
What movie is that?
Oh yeah, Robots.
I think Illumination did it.
It's called
Illumination did it?
No, I don't think it was. I think it was Blue Sky.
I'm about to look it up. Don't worry.
Was that Blue Sky?
Robots.
I don't know.
It had Robin Williams as one of them. He was like this crusty
movie.
red one.
Yeah, man. Okay, I forgot about this existed. Dang,
man.
Why'd you bring that up?
Because they act like humans in that, but the movie's called Robot.
Yeah, see, here's the difference between that and in this movie. The only thing that exists is fucking a robot. Robots build other robots in this shit. And then what's it called? Super Robot Brothers. They build robots and they act like humans, even though they're giant. That's just I'm not watching it. I did like this little movie. I forgot about robots. Shouts out to robots.
So there was no memorable characters or anything like that in this. You didn't even get the villain, the main villain yet, did you?
The blue chick?
What was the name?
Yeah, you got her.
I forget them.
Yeah.
I hated her.
Her name was Vanessa.
Oh, the alien Smurf, man. Fuck about that shit. just enough.
I hated her voice. I just hated her voice. She always sounded like she had a bad cough.
What was the episode I seen when Shiny got that upgrade and then that grown woman started?
That was
when the grown woman started boxing with the little girl, cracked me up. I was like, she really kung fu fighting this little girl? She's only 13. Like a grown 40-year-old.
She was mollywopping everybody.
I was like, what the fuck is going on with this show? It's just, I'm done.
This 5-star general couldn't take down this janitor lady.
Isaac, hearing everything as it is stands right now, have we swayed you to watch the show?
No, I'm not gonna watch it. That shit trash, man.
See, like, I was kind of interested, and then the whole 3-year-old genius thing. I don't know. Stuff like that bothers me in any show. Okay, that bothers me because it's just like she's 3 years old. I get it. They want to make this really young character extremely smart, but 3 years old. I gotta suspend my disbelief that hard to shit.
Yeah,
like
If it makes you feel better, she's only 3 for like the first 15 minutes of the show. Then she's
like you telling me she was born quoting Newton's laws of gravity or some shit? Like,
like the whole joke is that her parents are geniuses, so she was born a genius. Basically, she's Dexter.
But then also, if she builds this robot at 3, right? She builds Astro Boy at 3 years old, and then 10 years goes by, and she forgot how she built him. Thought she was supposed to be the smartest, the smartest person in the world. I don't understand that. That just seems like convenient plot shit.
Well, not only that, but there were like, there was an explanation that his abilities or whenever he gets like a new ability, there was like half of what she forgot that she put in them. But also when he was gone for those 10 years, he didn't really remember what happened when he was on the other side of the wormhole. And it turns out like, he had like been augmented, but he doesn't know like how he got augmented. And when he came back, he's like the chosen one, sorta, or whatever. It's
trash.
It kind of answers that question, but also
it didn't answer that question.
In a way,
it didn't answer that question. It means that made me have more questions.
I don't know. Like, this whole show doesn't really make a lot of sense in the long run, but it's enjoyable to watch if you just turn your brain off. But yeah, there's a lot of shitty writing here and there, but whatever.
Did you have a favorite moment?
It's really hard. My favorite moment, I think it was when Shiny got upgraded by that janitor lady who thought that, you should have more weapons than the other guy. You should be more badass than the other guy. And basically, he comes out looking like something out of Mad Max.
He basically became, that reboot of RoboCop, and he was black.
Oh yeah,
that's basically what Shiny became. He went from red to black.
And
he came out looking like a thug.
He came out looking like a thug because thugs usually. Damn, that was racist shit. Holy hell!
That was a strange choice of words.
I don't condone that. The Walter was speaking.
Bad choice of words, but kinda.
I said,
yeah.
I said what I said.
Whoa! Got it. So you're telling me if we choose the color black with thugs?
Honestly, it's
anyway. I would have
Let us know.
Honestly, this whole show, it's hard to find out what this whole show is catered towards. Like, it's not for kids because there's some like people cursing and all that, people dying, and
I think it's for kids, but
it's for kids. They just use deaf as
maybe young adults. Maybe young adults, probably. I don't know.
Or like early teenagers or something.
It kind of teeter-totters sometimes.
It's 100% kid.
Alright, I mean, my favorite part.
Like, it's for kids, like for Clone Wars.
When they finally fused, they found out they can fuse and combine.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh snap!
They fused.
They did a whole like Voltron Megazord sequence too, when they did the fusion dance. Actually,
that was pretty cool.
Actually, they kind of fused, like they both put on the Patara earrings, Isaac, and they both did the.
They smacked together.
Yeah, and then spun around. Yeah. That's even though they was fighting a giant ass hand, and then we get a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it was a giant robot hand, and by the end of it, it turns out that giant robot hand is just a part of a even gigantic robot
This thing.
Of course it is.
This thing.
So it made me wonder, huh?
He is huge.
Huh.
I could have told you that.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also during that, it goes or it harkens back to JR about like you don't know who this is for because when the hand comes down, it shoots a bird. It's low key, but he shoots a bird. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
shoots
did.
a bird.
Like they were very subtle about it too, because all of the other fingers got blasted, and all was left was the middle finger.
It's low key, but they shoot a bird, and then Thunder says something about it. It was like, yeah, that is a not great gesture. I mean, I do like the voice acting in this, specifically Thunder. I like how he was, and anytime that time when Thunder got high, dog. He got high.
Oh yeah.
That's like a teenage show.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to give this show a 7. I'd have to give this show a 7. I finished it and everything like that. I have to give it a 7. A 7. It was okay. It was hard to watch, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't catered to me, and that's probably why. Some of the jokes didn't hit that hard, and then personally, I hate the main character. I hate Shiny. And Alex got on my nerves sometimes too because everything, parents this, parents that. I need to find my parents. Shut up, grow up. There's a bunch of protagonists that don't have their families and they get strong as hell.
To be fair, most of them had dead parents. They didn't know her parents are either dead or alive. So.
Then she gets a boyfriend. It's a 6. It's 6.
That boyfriend. that boyfriend thing came out of nowhere. That boyfriend thing. Some of the laziest writing
This gets a 6. Like
to introduce that love interest. Like, oh my goodness.
JR, what are you giving this out of 10?
I would agree. I would give it a 6. You talked about that boyfriend thing. I was like, oh god, that was some of the cringiest writing I've ever experienced. So bad. And the design of the boy himself, of the guy himself. Oh my. He looks so
Noah.
Like
out of the 3 episodes you got.
Like a
what do you
model.
Giving it a 5.
A 5? Yeah, this is making me more angry. Yeah, I give it a 4. Give it a 4. Isaac.
Yeah,
I stick to my 6. I'm not that angry with it, but
based off what we said and everything, what would you give this show?
I'll probably give it a 5.
All right, 3.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all recommend it, Isaac? After you heard everything, would you watch it now?
No. See, like, before we started, I was like, yeah, I put it on my list, and now I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm even going to search for it.
Damn. We lost. I didn't even think he was going to go.
Comments down below, you tell us if you agree with what we said, if you like if you like everything we had said and whatnot, and if you didn't, well, then you clearly have no taste. As we always say, show your attitude. You wonderful, beautiful nerd. Deuces.